Okay, we're filming?
Yeah, we filming.
Okay.
A man might have sexual relations with another man as a man does with a woman. If he does, these two men have done a hated sin that must be put to death. They have brought it on themselves.
Bruh.
How priests must act.
But the thing about it is, again, all we're focusing on is the sexual act. It does not say homosexuals. It says the act of two men lying together or having sex together. Again, like I said, you can be gay and abstain from sex. So if you're homosexual and you're not having sexual relations, is that a sin? We never address that because the church only addresses the sex act. This is Leviticus, the Old Testament. But we say that Jesus Christ came to be the Redeemer and to take on all the sins of the world.
So, what is that trying to say? So he can't have sex with a woman?
But this is more about a spirit of lust, not a spirit of homosexuality.
I'm confused.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
the thing is, like, because it also talks about a man might have sexual relations with his daughter-in-law. If he does, then he must be put to death because that's not natural. Exactly. A man might have sexual relationships with both a woman and her mother. This is evil. The people must burn, and a man and two women in fire. Do this so that your people will not be evil. A man might have sexual relations with an animal. If he does, he must be put to death. You have to understand that at this point, this is like Sodom and Gomorrah when people had no sexual boundaries. They were having sex with all types of people. There was incest. There were orgies. There were all types of selfish sexual gratification. They were of a reprobate mind. And men were starting to sleep with men because they had slept with so many women that women no longer satisfied them. So now they were going to men. So again, we're talking about a spirit of lust. We're not talking about a spirit of homosexuality. And I wouldn't even call it a spirit of homosexuality because I think homosexuals is another group of people, period, and that have been created that are here on the earth. But what this is preaching by extraction. So you take this line in the Old Testament, in this Bible, the only place that is really mentioned, you put that onto homosexuality, even though this is clearly about lust and a society being out of control with no boundaries dealing with sexuality. You completely negate the fact that Jesus Christ came into the world to take the sins of the world upon him, and that the last commandment that he left us with is to love one another. And in the Bible it says, thou shalt not judge, but yet this is what we hold on to for the body of Christ, to hate homosexuals. Sorry. Don't buy it.
Hear that, real world?